So I recently rewatched Eromanga Sensei because it was one of my first animes that I ever watched, and I noticed I had it rated very highly on my anime list. So I decided to watch it again to see if it held up. Spoiler alert, it did not. It was very disappointing to see, but even though it sucked major ass, I still can't bring myself to hate the show. But we'll get into that later. First I want to talk about why it sucked and some of the good parts too, because this video has to have at least some runtime. So, Eromanga Sensei about these two siblings, Sagiri and Izumi. And yes, this anime does have a romance tag, which is already a red flag, but then you find out that his sister looks like this. Okay, a bit sus, but you know, what about the brother? Oh my. Okay. But you know how anime is with age and people not looking their age, so let's check on it, okay? Oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. So yeah, not only is this incest, but I'm also argue for pedophilia here, because this is just not okay in the slightest. But if you look past that and keep watching, we get to the actual plot of this, which is about Izumi, who is an up-and-coming, no, that's not the right word, failing, no, not really, semi-popular light novel author. Yep, that works. I don't know. The point is he's not extremely popular, but he's not, like, unknown. Well, he's a light novel author, okay? That's all that matters here. And as every good light novel author, he has an artist that draws his covers and such by the name of Eromanga Sensei. Izumi has worked with Eromanga Sensei for 3 years, but he's never seen or met this person until he finds out that his sister, yes, his sister is the one that has been drawing all these lewd art pieces for him all this time. Sagiri has locked herself in a room since she moved in with Izumi, but the discovery of them being work partners brings them together after a year of this bitch not leaving her fucking room. After all kinds of shit happens with other light novel authors and whatnot, other people falling in love with Izumi, because of course they do. And there's also an Orimo cameo, which I thought was pretty fucking funny, because these shows are so fucking similar, man. They're both about a brother and a sister with a huge age gap. This just doesn't look okay. Both cases look kind of blah. And both have other partners that fall in love with them, but then they fucking reject them to choose their sisters. And then, you know, they're both dog shit as well. But like, even in the garbage fire that is Eromanga Sensei, there are some good parts, like the art and the comedy, because this show had a huge fucking budget for no good reasons, so the visuals are really fucking good. And it's pretty funny too, I'm not gonna lie. It has its misses, like the "I don't know anyone by that name" bit, which is something Sagiri says every time you refer to her as Eromanga Sensei, which I didn't find funny a single fucking time. But there's also the bit with Elf Yamada and her saying, "I'll send my fucking Twitter stance after you," which is, that's just fucking hilarious every time, man. And Megumi, this fucking child, and her love for dicks. Yep, she loves dicks. This fucking 12-year-old child is into dicks. It's so fucking absurd, and yet it's so good. Such a good bit. I love it, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, still shows ass. But all in all, could have been a good show weren't for the incestual and pedophilic behavior of the main characters. Like, man, this guy's a creep. Now, as someone that likes to shit on shows, even if they're slightly below average, honestly, even if they're fucking average, I'ma shit on them. Like My Hero Academia, average as fuck, trash. Now, but like, how come I don't hate Eromanga Sensei? Well, this show has done more for me than I'd like to admit. You see, I draw sometimes, and when I do, it's digital, because that's what I find fun. Traditional is cool and all, but digital supremacy all the way. Now, the only reason I can even sit here in the first place and say that I draw digitally is because of this damn anime. Even now, after rewatching this show, I've been motivated to practice art again because there isn't a single thing that makes drawing look as fun as Eromanga sensei does. The way Sagiria sits there all day drawing, having such a fucking blast, just makes me want to draw every single time I see it. This will probably not be my last rewatch of this show because it brings out a hidden motivation within me I didn't even know I had. This show is shit, and it'll always be shit. But I'll always love this show for what it does right. And God does it do creativity right. This show captures how fun it can be to be creative, even despite the pain and hard work, deadlines, needing practice. It's all there. The way Izumi sits up working as hard as he can to publish a new and good novel, yet he'll always come back to it because that's the true beauty of creativity. No matter how many times he gets rejected, no matter how many times he fails, he always comes back because it's just fun. That's how creativity is. That's the experience of it. I can relate too much to this show, and I'll never hate it, despite how disgusted I get by watching this guy confess his feeling to his 12-year-old fucking sister. Despite how unsatisfying the ending is. Despite how wrong he did Elf, like she was obviously the choice here. I'll never ever hate Eromanga sensei. Actually, no, it's more than that. Despite all the shit that this fucking show throws at me, I'll always love Eromanga sensei.